there, Emily Stamets here with Cobb Shawl. I wanted to show you the Intarsia lock or crisscross applesauce join if you're doing the 2-color version. So I've worked my way over to the end of the color B section of this right side row, and I have 4 knit stitches here at the end. Now I'm dropping my color B and I need to pick up color A, but I want to make sure that color B goes over the top of color A and that color A comes under the bottom. So you can see if I flip that around, you can see that color B comes over the top and color A is coming over the bottom. This creates a little bit of a twist there so that when I move on through the rest of the shawl doesn't fall apart into 2 pieces. Now your next stitch is a purl, and it's always going to be a purl here. So you need to bring your yarn to the front, obviously. So just leave your crisscrosses there. You can hold color B with this hand if you'd like to hold it steady, but you're going to bring that yarn forward. And what I like to do here is give that a little bit of a tug just to make sure that that twist gets a nice snug join there. I'm going to purl, purl, and then move on with the rest of the border section. Now, if you were right at the very beginning on the right side rows, sometimes you have stitches other than knit stitches before this crisscross applesauce. So for example, you might have a yarn over first. Okay, so it's like a yarn over and then crisscross applesauce. In that case, just make sure that you do the full bit of this stitch before bringing your yarn over to the back to crisscross applesauce. So if it's a yarn over, if I knit yarn over, I'm gonna just make sure that yarn over is totally complete, but I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm bringing my color B over the top and I'm picking up color A from underneath so that they twist behind there. If my last stitch was a purl instead of a knit, I would purl that and then I would bring my yarn to the back again before making that twist. If you don't bring your yarn to the back, then you end up with a yarn over, which of course you can fix later, but then you end up with a little bit of a loose twist there, which is going to leave a hole in your shawl. So again, if you're doing a purl before the crisscross applesauce, you're going to purl, then bring your yarn to the back, then twist them crisscross applesauce so that they're twisted in the back there. Cool. Then you bring your yarn forward and you move on with the border section. I will be back in a second with the wrong side rows.